Hey guys, today's video is on the 7 best personal blenders. Blenders are an essential kitchen appliance, especially if you like to make smoothies at home, but they often take up a lot of space on the counter or in cabinets. That's what makes personal blenders so convenient. Not only are they space-saving in the sense that they're more compact than full-size models, but they also minimize the number of containers you need in the kitchen because you drink from the same cup you blend in. A personal blender is a great way to make personal-sized blends that you can easily take with you on the go. They generally excel at making smoothies, and they tend to come with differently sized single-serve jars. While they're not as versatile as full-size models, have very simple controls, and can't hot blend, they're a great choice for making smaller portion mixes. To help you determine which personal blenders are actually worth buying, we picked the most promising models through a series of tests and evaluated their performance. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give us a like and share, and subscribe. Before I start reviewing, as always, I'm placing a link on each product selection in the description of this video, so you can check out the latest pricing and availability for anyone you might be interested in. Also, if there are any special deals or discounts on each product, I'll include them in the description as well. Now let's get started. The Ninja Nutri Blender Pro is the top personal blender we tested. With 1100 watt motor, it can handle frozen fruit and leafy greens without a problem. It blends tasty smoothies and completely crushes ice in practically no time, thanks to its dedicated Auto IQ programs that automatically set the time and pulse patterns. The display also has a countdown timer, so you know exactly how much longer it needs to blend. During our testing, we even found that it makes the perfect chunky salsa, something most of the other personal blenders we tried failed at. The Ninja blender comes with two 24-ounce cups that are big enough for hefty servings, but still easy to hold. The cups, lids, and blades are dishwasher safe. If you choose to wash them by hand, just be mindful of the sharp blades. While the to-go lids are easy to drink, they aren't totally leak-proof. When we intentionally knocked a full smoothie cup off the counter, it spilled significantly. If you love the Ninja brand and are looking for a personal blender more powerful than this blender, then check out our review of the Ninja SS101 Foodi Smoothie Maker at the end video. Personal blenders are generally more compact than full-size blenders, but if size is particularly important to you, the Untitled Mini is the best small personal blender we've tested. When the jar is docked on the base, this blender is shorter than the others listed here, so it's more likely to fit into a cupboard. It's also the lightest, so it's easy to store out of the way in a cupboard or on a shelf and bring out when you need it. As you might expect, its 14-ounce capacity is also on the small side, but you can use it to make fantastic smoothies. It makes a smoother blend with fibrous fruits and vegetables and takes less time. However, if you use tough ingredients like kale, it makes a less smooth puree than the Ninja Nutri Pro or Ninja Foodi Smoothie Maker. Unlike most personal blenders, it doesn't come with a resealable lid for the jar, so if you want to bring your smoothie with you, you probably need to transfer it to another container. There's a cup ring that makes it easier to drink out of the jar at home. The jar and cup ring are dishwasher safe, but the blade assembly needs to be cleaned by hand. Even though Cuisinart personal blender came with a sticker on it that said crushes ice, we weren't expecting it to actually be able to do that, because its motor is only 350 watts. But we were pleasantly surprised with the results. It crushed 6 ounces of ice after just 30 seconds of pulsing, which is much faster than most of the other blenders we tested. The Cuisinart blender also has high and low speed settings. It made a green smoothie that was surprisingly tasty without much effort, but the fruit smoothie didn't yield the results we'd hoped for. There were a lot of seeds left over after blending for a minute and 20 seconds, and it tasted like the smoothies made in some of the cheaper blenders that didn't make this list. The blender comes with 4 travel cups, which is a major plus, because forgetting to wash your cup one day won't stop you from using it, but we were disappointed to find that the lids broke very easily. One of our tests involved knocking a fully closed cup off the counter, and with this one from Cuisinart, almost the entire drink spilled on the floor. Another thing to keep in mind is that the base looks and feels slightly cheap despite its neutral black and silver design. The blade was slightly intimidating to wash with a sponge, but they were happy that their hand fit inside the cup just fine for cleaning. All of our testers agree that Zwilling Enfinigy Personal Blender has a top-notch design that looks more expensive than it really is. The matte black base is sleek and attractive enough to keep on your counter when not in use, and the intuitive dial allows you to precisely control the settings, either manual pulse or automatic smoothie. We were really impressed with the to-go lid, too. Not only does it have a spout that's easy to drink from, but it also has a flip-top design that locks to prevent accidental spills. During testing, the Zwilling Personal Blender had especially great results when making fruit smoothies and salsas. In fact, one tester said this blender was the only one so far that got the perfect salsa texture without being smoothie-like. Despite its serrated blades, the blender wasn't able to crush ice very well. However, if you aren't planning on crushing a container full of ice to use in drinks, then you'll likely find that this personal blender is ideal for all of your other needs. You'll also appreciate that it comes with a 3-year limited warranty. The Magic Bullet blender is actually made by Homeland Housewares, the same company that makes the Nutribullet line of blenders, but the Magic Bullet offers something more akin to a food processing experience than that of all the other A frequent staple of the late-night infomercial offerings, the Magic Bullet is the smallest blender on our list in size. It only weighs 2.3 pounds, offers the best price, and by far, motor power, 250 watts. It's the cheapest on our list. The low wattage of the motor means that this unit is going to struggle when tasked with finely processing raw ingredients or crushing ice cubes, but it is supposed to be great at breaking down steamed or blanched vegetables and sliced or peeled fruits, and turning them into healthy, homemade baby food, one of the machine's selling points, and it can also grind whole coffee beans and make whipped cream. If you don't see yourself needing the more substantial muscle of the other blenders on our list, the low cost of the versatile Magic Bullet makes it the best choice if you're looking for something a bit more in line with a traditional blender or simple food processor. The Magic Bullet system comes with 2 mixing cups, a short one and a taller one, 2 cups with handles and lids for each cup, so you can store what you've blended. There is also 72 ounces larger capacity pitcher and an additional flat blade attachment for harder foods that don't come as part of the standard collection, but can be purchased separately. If you're looking for a smoothie maker, the Ninja Foodi Smoothie Maker is a fantastic option, and its overall performance even rivals some full-size models. It's partly because of its smoothie maker bowl, which is a jar with rotating arms inside of it that allows it to easily process hard ingredients like nuts and make very smooth, spreadable nut butter. It comes with a pair of personal jars that you can use to blend extremely silky smoothies with fibrous elements like greens or blueberries. Add in its fantastic ice-crushing ability, and you have a compact, multi-purpose blender that can help with everything from kale smoothies to hummus to slushies. It has a few other helpful design features, like to-go lids for the personal jars, and a few automatic blending programs that let you move away from the blender as it's running, which may come in handy because it's one of the louder blenders we've tested. Like most personal blenders, it can't hot blend, and its small capacity and single speed preset also make it less versatile. The jars, lids, and blades are all dishwasher safe, but if you're cleaning by hand, you need to be careful of the sharp blades. This is the last product, and also the best product in the list of 5 best cheap blenders that we have selected. With over 5,000 reviews and an average rating of 4.6 stars on Amazon, the Nutribullet is probably the most well-known out of the bullet blenders in its class. This machine is on the small side, it is compact and lightweight, only 3.6 pounds, which makes it easy to store when you don't need it. It also comes with a helpful book of recipes adapted specifically for its strengths that can get you started, and there are hundreds of additional recipes that are easy to find online. The Nutribullet has a 600 watts motor, which is best for turning ingredients into smoothies, but it can be a little too powerful for making dishes like salsa or guacamole that you might want to be a little less uniform in texture. The high RPMs can also make the blender's motor run a bit warm, which makes it less than ideal for making shaved or crushed ice alone, though you can still add ice to blend into your smoothie ingredients without issue. The Nutribullet also isn't made to run for more than about 60 seconds at a time. The motor does have a known tendency to overheat when you push it beyond its limit, but if you aren't trying to overfill it or use ingredients that are really too hard for the blade, you shouldn't need more than a full minute to blend. One of the biggest drawbacks is the plastic tabs on the blending cups, which are sometimes weak and can break. When this breaks, it renders the machines unusable as these tabs activate the motor when the cup is pushed into the base. Fortunately, replacement parts and cups for the system are available online. A standard set comes with 3 blending cups, 1 tall and 2 shorter, for blending, and 2 blades, an extractor blade for all your chopping, grating, and blending, and a milling blade best for grinding things like nuts or whole coffee beans. So, that's all for our video about the 7 best personal blenders that you may want to look into right away. If you got any questions on your mind about today's recommendations, go ahead and drop those in the comments below. I'll take some time to answer as many as I can. While you're down there, let us know what you think we should cover in our next video. What other products have you been on the hunt for? We'd love to help you on that hunt too. Thank you guys for joining me on this really fun video. Let me know by hitting that like button, subscribing to HomeKit, and be sure to click the notification bell as well to always be the first to know when we have new content drop. Stay healthy, and I'll see you in another video real soon.